Hello, fellow upper cervical doctors. I'm Dr. Paul Hambrick. Maybe you know me as the guy who does interviews or who hosts Testimonial Tuesday with Dr. Drew Hall. Or maybe you know me as the guy always trying to convince you to send your patients an upper cervical patient newsletter. Upper cervical newsletters are the best way to maintain a relationship with your patients and potential patients so that you retain your existing patients, stimulate new patient referrals, and educate patients on what makes you different. Well, here's the thing about patient newsletters. While effective, they take a ton of time to complete. Time that you don't have. This is why I like doing them for you. I want upper cervical doctors to be seen in their community as the expert, the leader, and the go-to guys for health. And while I think my upper cervical patient newsletter is the best way to achieve this, that is not what I want to talk to you about today. If you'd like more information about the newsletter, please give me a call or go to my website, uppercervicaldocs.com. Today, I want to tell you about a great supplement to the upper cervical patient newsletter. Most of you are completely aware that we are in the age of the internet. In fact, I bet you're watching this on your computer over the web. In fact, I know you are. And most of you have a website, and while a website is a good thing, it's no good if you're not getting any traffic. In particular, you want targeted traffic, patients who want their atlas adjusted. About a year ago, I produced a slideshow called 5 Fun Ways to Get More Patients from the Web. It featured 5 fun, easy, primarily free techniques to use the internet to get more patients into your practice. One of the techniques that I talked about was a system called autoresponders. An autoresponder is a piece of software that automatically collects and sends messages via email, kind of like a robot that will wait for something to switch it on and then automatically start sending messages. Autoresponders are the secret to truly making your website work for you, not as a static electronic brochure of your services, but as an active salesperson, if you will, that automatically collects the names and contact information of visitors to your website and then sends them information that they have asked for automatically. Many of you have received emails from me when you filled out one of the forms on my website, either offering you updates when I posted new podcasts of interviews, Testimonial Tuesdays, or to get more information about my upper cervical patient newsletter service. Well, those forms and emails were all coordinated through the use of an autoresponder service. They really help me stay in touch with you and keep you posted on news and new podcasts and periodic tips for marketing upper cervical to your patients, which all helps me develop my relationship with you. My hope is that you get a lot of benefit from them, but also that you will come to trust me to help you with your patient communication needs. You need to be doing the same things with your upper cervical patients and potential upper cervical patients. You need to stay in constant contact with them so that you are always at the top of their mind. Let's say a potential patient of yours has headaches, and maybe they go searching on Google for a solution to their headaches, and they find your website in the search engine results pages. Great! And let's say they click on your page about headaches. Excellent. And let's say you have a great article on there about how upper cervical is exactly the solution that they've always hoped for, and you've piqued their interest slightly in upper cervical. Great. Now let's look at 2 possible scenarios. Scenario number 1, the great headache and upper cervical article on your website that answers all of their questions ends with no call to action, or maybe it says, give me a call for a free consultation. Maybe the patient calls, maybe they don't, maybe they say to themselves, I'll call when I'm ready, and then they turn off the computer and take an aspirin and forget all about you and never call you, and you never hear from them and they never think about you again. Or scenario number 2, the same patient goes on the web looking for a solution to their headaches, and they find your website in the search engine result pages, and they click on it and they read the same great article on your website about how upper cervical is a solution to their headache problems. But this time, instead of there not being a call to action, there's a form at the bottom that says to learn more about how upper cervical chiropractic can help with your headaches, please leave your name and email in the form below, and we'll send you a free report right away. And they get the report and they read it, and it piques their interest, and they think maybe they'll call you tomorrow, but then they forget to call you. And a week later, they get another email from you explaining how upper cervical helps those with back pain, and they think, my husband has tried everything to get rid of his back pain, maybe this would help him. But then they forget to call you, and a week later they get another email from you explaining how upper cervical can help those with allergies, and they think, my daughter has allergies and I'm sick of her taking meds all the time. And then a week later they get an email newsletter from you that is entertaining and educational on how upper cervical can be a vital part of a healthy life. The next month, they receive another e-newsletter about upper cervical from you, and they finally call and make an appointment. The point is, they aren't going to call you until they're ready, and if you didn't capture their information and start sending them information when they were on your website, then you've lost a potential patient and your website isn't working for you like it could. But there is a catch. You already don't have time to do the things you need to do. How are you going to find the time to implement something like this? I want to tell you about a friend of mine, Stephen Sellers. Stephen is the owner of mForce, e-marketing for chiropractors, a service that specializes in setting up, operating, and maintaining an e-marketing system especially for upper cervical chiropractors. Stephen is an upper cervical patient himself and is determined to do his part to spread the word about upper cervical, and the best way he knows how to do that is to use his expertise in email autoresponder marketing. Here's just a few things you get with Stephen's service. The ability to easily create forms to set up on your existing website, the right emails to send your patients in response to the request for information, and free peer-reviewed reports on various conditions and how they've been helped by upper cervical. And you get a monthly electronic version of my upper cervical patient newsletter, health hints, quick tips, and fun facts, all personalized to your practice and patients. All done for you automatically and consistently so you don't have to worry about another task that you don't have time to be concerned about. But I don't want to take any more of your time by going into great detail here about mForce and how it can help you. If what I've said is interesting to you, I want you to go to this website, uppercervicaltools.com, where you can learn a lot more about mForce, and you can even fill out a form to receive a sample of the upper cervical patient newsletter completely personalized to your clinic instantly. You will also be able to sign up for a no-obligation teleseminar. We all want to see upper cervical spread. You do your part on getting patients well. Let us do our part at helping to spread the word and get more upper cervical patients in your door. Go to uppercervicaltools.com right now. As a disclaimer, please know that uppercervicaltools.com is an affiliate link.